Today we're at Dade Battlefield Historic State Park at 7200 County Road, 603 in Bushnell, Florida. We'll give you a little bit of history and the nature of the battlefield. The First Seminole War, 1817 to 1818, took place in Florida and southern Georgia when U.S. troops attacked and defeated a group of Seminoles. Spain formally ceded Florida to the United States in 1821. When Florida became a U.S. territory, more settlers began steadily moving into the tribal territory. The Native Americans were forced to move south. By 1830s, significant conflict had arisen between the Seminoles and white settlers who invaded Seminole lands. The Seminole practice of giving refuge to fugitive slaves added further cause for conflict. When the signing of the peace treaty of Payne's Landing in 1832, some chiefs agreed to move the territory west of the Mississippi River. Widespread opposition to this treaty, led by Seminole chief Osceola, resulted in the outbreak of the Second Seminole War. In December 1835, 108 U.S. troops and officers were marching from Fort Brooke, which is located in Tampa, Florida, to reinforce Fort King, which is located in Ocala. 100 miles from Fort Brooke, they were attacked by 180 Seminole warriors. All but 3 of the soldiers were killed during this war. In 1921, the legislature approved funds for the preservation of the battlefield site as a memorial. Today, visitors can tour the site where a replica of the original log breastwork can be seen. A visitor center and a section of the original Fort King Road provide insight into a battle between the Florida clashing cultures. This park opens at 8 a.m. until sunset, 365 days a year. Visitor center is open from 9 until 5 daily. An entrance fee is required in the park. Got up information on that at www.dadebattlefield.com. There's parking for handicapped people also. This park covers 80 acres total of the historic battlefield. They have markers throughout showing where the Army had their war with the Seminole Indians and everything. It's very good. Shows the original road and everything. The special events they have there is every year annually. They have late December, early January. They have the reenactment there. They have picnicking. It has pavilions. It has restrooms, bathrooms. Very nice place. Enjoyed it. log breastworks, they call them. It says here, this is a faithful reproduction of the log redoubt constructed by the last remaining soldiers in Dade's command before they were vanquished by a superior force of Seminole warriors on this spot, December 28, 1835. So this is actually where the soldiers were all killed, but 3 of them. 2 made it, 2 were pretty badly beat up and shot at and everything, but they were making their way back down south towards Tampa to the other army. Let's see what this sign here says. It says Fort Brooke to the right. That's what it says. This is the trail they come up through, I guess. Fort King is this way, Fort Brooke is to the right. This is where they were. They could want to give up their Florida places, so they fought hard. Terry Road is now Ocala. It's pretty amazing. Basically all the sable, palmetto, or cabbage palm is named for the large leaf bud on cabbage. The tree can reach 50 to 80 feet in height. Florida. This is one of the places you want to stop and take a look at and learn the history of the Seminole Indians and how they battled the Army forces of the United States. The settling men reeled and fell into a deadly fire poured upon them from behind the trees and tomatoes. Half of Major Dade's command lay dead or wounded. Major Dade and Captain Fraser were killed nearby, and 3 of the 6 surviving officers were wounded. Those men remaining after the first onslaught sought cover from which they might return fire. After several rounds from the cannon, the Indians withdrew a short distance and threw a loud redoubt of logs. And there the logs up above there were. They were wounded, were dispatched by the enemy after the battle ended, with the exception of 3 members who survived the attack and returned to Fort Brooke. Chief Alligator, the Seminole leader, claimed that only 3 of his warriors were killed and only 5 were wounded. Not bad. Not they died. The scene of the ambush remained deserted for 7 weeks. Finally, on February 20th, 1836, an expedition under General Gaines arrived here, identified the bodies, and gave them proper burial, with military rights placing the officers' bodies on the east side of the trail. Wow. And the enlisted men in 2 graves within the redoubt. The small cannon was retrieved from a nearby pond. Actual battlefield right here, guys. Actual battlefield. The Indians throwing the lead at the American Army, and the Army throwing it. This is a replica of it. Right here. And there's the wagon over there. Oh, that's pretty cool. There's the bathrooms.
Look at that cool lock.
They have bathrooms. This is awesome.
So we're going to let you go now, and thank you for coming along. And so if you like this video,
Give us a thumbs up.
and don't forget to subscribe.
See ya.
See ya!